I'm just going to go back to a point that HD touched on, and I do agree with you. Welcome to the panel, Kenny. Um, and I do agree with you, HD. But I think these videos and using the celebrities for panel shows, I think it's a great opportunity to use those people's as examples and how you can pivot to the positive. For example, let's just use the Cardi B and Offset situation, right? They're not divorced yet. She gets on social media and says whatever she says. First, that's an opportunity for us to say things like, "Men, let's vet better. Women, vet better. Get the men in your lives to vet the men that you're interested in." Then it also gives us uh, an opportunity to promote healthy relationships, because that in itself, the relationship she had was apparently is not a good one based off of whatever she's saying on social media. The third thing I'd say is it's an opportunity for us to say keep your relationships off social media. That's the beginning of the downfall of a relationship. You're putting your whole life on social media. You're getting all of this feedback, and that can completely ruin any relationship. And we've seen it happen. So I think that's why we use these examples, so that we can actually talk about some of that positive and then spin it and go into a little bit of a deeper dive into that positive. So while I agree with your point, I think that is just that we can't miss these opportunities to try to better our communities.
Okay. My only counter is that you're essentially creating their drive to continue to look at social media because we place so much emphasis on this stuff, these people, these shows, these things, right? And you keep bringing out the things that they're constantly looking. You're almost like free marketing for all of the things that they watch all the time. I agree with you. It is a smart thing to use the information that they already know to try to insert new information in the hopes that it will plant a seed so they make some changes. But at the end of the day, more than likely, we're only feeding the exact same thing. This media outlet is more important than almost anything else in your life. We got Cardi B, we got Offset, we got Kamala, we got the wars, we got Tiny Desk, we got all of these things that's constantly going to be in your face about something instead of what you guys preach about all the time. Nobody is going outside. You're watching everybody else go outside. And you're judging your life based upon everybody else that is also living online. So it's just like I just get tired of just literally seeing the same thing. And like I said, you're not wrong as far as using these things that they already know to kind of insert what you need to get things moving forward. But I personally think we're literally creating the same thing. We're literally getting them still to focus on the thing that they watch all the time. Because guess what? There's going to be another show with another celebrity or another situation that we probably already know the answer to of why this is a bad thing. And we're going to continue to talk about it and we're going to continue to get the same results.
Fair
And yeah,
point.
I seem pretty pessimistic, but my biggest thing is to be like, we really have to really detach ourselves even from the things that we accept as normal, right? Because even in the music that we have available to us, there's a lot of stuff in the music that we really love that we do not do in our personal life. Like me personally, I don't smoke and I don't drink, but I used to love listening to some gangster, rap music, with smoking, drinking, cussing, doing all the things, right? And then you realize that you're like, hey, this uh this music, right? It's not good for kids. It's for adults, but somehow kids always get it. So one thing that I thought about like years ago was to, in order for us to start fixing our kids, we need to even start fixing what we consider good adult behavior. And it's gonna suck because we like the stuff that we like. We like to smoke, we like to drink, we like to have sex, party, we like to do everything, right? But eventually, these kids are gonna pick up the things that are for adults as kids, and they're not gonna see anything wrong with it until a problem happens. So I think that's the only thing that I think would actually move us to a much better place if we change what we think is acceptable adult behavior.
The internet is the new blue magic. Good evening, everybody. That's not going to change. It's a norm. It's just adjustments needed to be made. If you look at a Cardi B and you look at uh, whoever her boyfriend is, was it Offset? Or whoever his name is,
Yeah, Offset.
here's the paradigm. You got them speaking what they speak. You got Amber Rose at the RNC with her catsuit almost dress on, projecting an image. Everything is true. What you said on the prior topic regarding Kamala that you spoke passionately about, open the book, see what's there, make the educated, uh, conclusion when you look at these people and what they represent. When I hear you espouse on these things, there's always a record that's a cause and effect. When I hear people jump on her about certain things and just the most minuscule as for color, her politics and what she's pushing forward should be paramount. You say she'll lose miserably if she touches the race card. I say she wins resoundingly if she goes back to the same people that helped Biden get in office, the women, and fight to get their rights back to their own bodies. And that will be an overwhelming success. I hear mistaken say that blacks have been conditioned to look for handouts. Yes, we have. That's the same government or the same people that divided the black home in the 70s, which told you didn't need a man there. Just make sure that we could come and check, see no drawers or shoes. We can give you this money, this block of government cheese, these powdered eggs, and we could start doing the divide and conquer from back then. Where we're at is something that can't change. This is an inevitable future. We do need to get more connected. Ain't nobody jumping double dutch and going out there playing manhunt no more. Everything is accessible to through the internet, and that's become a constant norm. You no longer have to teach your kids about sex. They're gonna find out. You can't restrict or be a parent as long as they can go over their friend's house and see everything you told them not to do.